Okay, perfect. So good afternoon. Welcome to our Builderall community and training. I was just before we hit the record button, super thrilled and excited to have Erin. Is it Strayer? Did I say that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Here, and I was sharing with those of you that have not met Erin. We had the rare opportunity, because I know she's super busy. She does events. She has a lot of clients, and she met with our Trailblazers community, and she did a training, and we have it recorded on my YouTube channel. If you go to Shannon Procise YouTube, and this training, she has this incredible gift of helping you develop an elevator pitch that makes you stand out, become magnetic, a rock star. This is one of the core, we talk about 6 things that we do at the Business Acceleration Network. And the first one we say is you have to master your pitch, because if your pitch is off just a little bit, it can make the biggest difference in the world. So I have never, I've met a lot of people, Erin, I help people with their pitches, but you are like a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini when it comes to that skill. So go watch that YouTube video, because even now I've sent people there going, hey, you got to watch this. You definitely are great. So Erin, since I'm plugging you, why don't you tell them how to get a hold of you?
Oh, well, hello, everybody. Thank you, Shannon. That's so kind. I'm just so thrilled that we get to see each other again. Like, it's been way too long, friend.
Me too.
Too long. Yeah, but I'm Erin Strayer, and I worked with 2 of the amazing ladies that are on this call, Karen and Cheryl also, and we are part of the Marigold Trust, and we do a lot of really amazing things, but you can find me, I'm Erin at erinstrayer.com.
Great. Do you still help people with their language? Okay. Sorry. Okay. I was like, oh no, sure. did I just No,
it's all part of the thing, right? Like everybody always needs to know how to do it.
Okay, good. Okay. Because I was like, oh, did I take them down a rabbit hole? Sometimes I'll share what people are up to, and they're like, I stopped doing that some time ago. And I'm like, oh, sorry.
It all builds on each other, right? Okay, like all the things always build on each other, and you still need to know how to do it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, friend.
You bet. So today, those of you that are new, I just want to share my story and why I'm so excited about Builderall. I have been, I've run my own business for a couple decades, and was really frustrated with the disconnect. Like I have my emails here, I have my e-commerce here, I have a WordPress site, I have to, oh my gosh, I have to get an SSL certificate, and there were so many, a booking calendar, and then we're all wanting to create automation. We're all wanting to free up our time. And so really wanting to master that. And then as I got going, I was like, okay, if some of the stuff you pay yearly, but once I started looking at it, I'm like, I'm at about $800 a month. Now I know some people that's nothing, they're paying way more. And I know some people are just getting started, and they're at a couple $100 a month. And so looking at this, I had a friend who introduced me to a company. I was really excited, different than this. And she was like, oh my gosh, we have 2 internet marketers, we have a behaviorist, we're bringing in all of these technologies all under one place. So I put out a lot of money to join this. We've been doing it 4 years. And when I got in there, after paying 4 figures a month over multiple months, and I was, 6 months, I had to pull the plug. I was like, this is not what I thought. And so I felt a little kind of wounded, because I brought my community with me. I was like, hey, we're doing our e-learning and we're putting all this stuff in here. And I invested a lot of time and resources and money, and I had to pull the trigger. It wasn't working. And so when somebody introduced me to Builderall, I was excited, but I was hesitant. I was just like, oh, the price is too low. Because sometimes when things are really cheap, it's like you just know that they don't have it together. And this person who introduced me, I went to their house one day and they said, you haven't obviously looked at it yet, but the way to look at it is, let me show you the back door. And when they opened up the back door, like I'm going to share with you today, I was blown away. I mean, they showed me all of the pieces that they did, and I immediately got started. They gave me a link that allowed me 14 days to get in there and start playing with it. And I went right in, and all of those things that were costing me, and over, my email list was a certain size. And so as you grow it, you have to keep paying more and more monthly. And so I started migrating things over. I didn't really tell anybody about it after I was using it for a year, because I wanted to make sure I didn't want to have egg in my face again, and really make sure that it was working. So this particular program is a true all-in-one program. This company has been around for over 14 years. The founder of this particular company, he has three businesses that he was very successful. I'm sorry, 5 businesses that he was very successful at. And he said the biggest gap that we have as entrepreneurs is we're really good at what we're doing, but it's the technology. And so he wanted to create something that put all of the technology and connected it and made it easy for people to use, and also advanced enough, because there are people, like I mentioned, Jessica Brace, who's I'm excited she's a part of our community. Like, they get this stuff. They get upsells and downsells and side sells and triple. I mean, just there's so much depth in Google tags and things in here that it also allows you to do that. So I opened up this first page. Now this is all of the things that they have. And so when I first got started, I went, okay, what's my biggest overhead, and what do I need to migrate? So I immediately went to let me move over my websites, because they included the hosting, they included the SSL certificates. Then I started working with my emails, and I wanted my emails, because every email, like anytime I wanted to add a new email, like PR ad or support ad or anything, I had to pay for a new email. Not here. Everything's all included. Then I went into my booking calendar, and the booking calendar is just remarkable. And I'll show, if you guys have certain things you want to see, I'll be happy to. I just want to do a quick overview. And the booking calendar, whether it's paid or all of that, it integrates with your calendar. It integrates with the email system. It even has SMS. All of that was included. And then when COVID happened, and I had some e-learning, but a lot of LMS systems, like I have a client that I worked with, and his LMS system, they invested $75,000 just to use the software and get it set up. So I was so excited that they had something where it had everything here all for under $100. So I went right into the e-learning system, and e-learning a lot, this is very common right now. A lot of people are doing online learning. But what I used this for was, what are things that I repeat over and over and over again to a customer that I, like, why keep repeating it? So I don't always charge for various courses. So for example, I do PR syndication, and we get people on Fox, ABC, NBC, all of this stuff. But I would spend time with the client, and I would have to keep repeating, once you get the PR, here's what you do. And so I was like, I'd follow up with them, they would forget it. And so I came up with a quick, less than 20-minute e-learning videos. And so in here, they can download the book, they can watch the video, and then I give them the logos right away. I'm like, before we launch the press release, here's all the logos: AP News, Fox, NBC. And then this walks them through all of the key aspects, what to do afterwards. So I not only use the e-learning to sell courses. We've got 21 days to media magic, how to raise capital in 90 days or less. There's a lot of great pieces in here. But I wanted to go, and I'm sharing this with you because what is it that you keep repeating that you might be able to put into something like this? It does drip. It does, there's a membership piece of it. It's protected. They also host your website, your videos. In here, we created certificates. This is new, the student motivation. When I say new, in the last 6 months, we haven't started this, but they really are continuing to constantly make this better. And then the other piece that I love is that I can see what's happening with the students. So I can see, hey, this person didn't finish this, so when people are calling me going, hey, Shannon, what about this and this and this? I can remind them to go back and watch their program. So that's just a few of the items. And then I started looking at what are things as far as marketing. Now, first thing, I work with a team, so they have VA access, which is really great. You can create a help desk. Bitly. How many of you use Bitly? Can you put a thumbs up? Or yeah. Well, the thing that I don't like about Bitly is that if the person doesn't get the capitalization right, they can't find it. So it just totally it becomes a pain in the butt. And then I get a great link, but then I can never reuse it again. Like it's like it's not reusable. Well, in this particular short link, once you use it, you're able to use that exact same link over and over again and just go in and change the domain, the website, the redirect. So there's some great things there that you're also able to do. They have tons of videos. They even have a magazine builder. That's another thing that we've done in the past, is a magazine which integrates with all of these systems. So if people click on things, you can take them to various web pages, various options, read more, and all of that is trackable. How many of you have an app or want an app? You guys know what I'm referring to as far as an app on your phone, correct? Yes? Okay. So this is another thing that's included in Builderall. And I still have an old app, so we haven't migrated everything over, but I just want to show you how simple it is with a drag and drop. And there's even some customization that's in here. And it, again, this ties what's really powerful about an app is that if you have, you have a way of connecting, people are opening things more on their phone and notifications than they are in emails. So that's why there's a great TED talk that I love. It's like the government. I'll have to find that. It's like the government using apps, and it really opened my eye on how you can have a greater impact in communities and in anything that we're doing when we have apps. So there's a lot here that are, again, drag and drop. You can customize it and really integrate this into anything that you're doing within Builderall. Just a couple more things, and then I'll go ahead and open some of this up. The mailing system. So with the mailing system, they just did a relaunch, and what I love about them is this is also a community. So every year they're making improvements. So I started in this Mailing Boss 5.0. The Mailing Boss, we have unlimited number of people that you can add to the list. So that was like a game changer for me. As you know, Constant Contact, MailChimp, Aweber, all of them, the bigger your list, which is what we want to grow, we want to have a big impact, the more money they actually charge. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the Mailing Boss real quick. So like, here's one of our latest newsletters. You can bring in images. There's a lot that you're able to do as far as the tracking. If they click on things, you can add them to new lists, and it's a full mailing system. And there's actually a lot more that I don't even understand. I have my tech guy on here, and we're constantly learning every day on what it is to do. So one of the tools that I've learned the hard way, so let me share some of the lessons, is, we ended up building a lot of lists. And we do need various lists, right? But what I've learned, the importance of tagging. So now as we're moving, we've been migrating, we've been building stuff in the the Mailing Boss 5.0. We are actually tagging things, because you can send an email to a specific tag. That way we don't have all of these lists of what happens here. But in here, let me just go to Media Magic 7. So you can see the subscribers. And what's really beautiful is you can see what they've viewed, what they opened. You can customize your forms with the tags so that you can see what they did. You can move them, you have full range on various pieces on what you want to do. And much like any of these other things, you can create a form and put it on your website and be able to start capturing names. And with the emails, you can do the sequencing, which is the automation. That's the part if they sign up, so today I give away this Media Magic book for free. And so if you go to MediaMagicBook.com, I'm not emailing it to you. So once you put in your email address, you're going to get the book for free. And then you'll get another email saying, hey, do you want to buy the hard copy? So all of that is automated. So this is one of the really beautiful things about Builderall. So when you create a new campaign, as you can see, there's people that are a little more advanced. You can come in and create tag filters. You can create a score. You can segment them. You've got the template you can work with that you can customize. I feel like I need to show you another one here, and I'm almost done talking. Sorry, I'm excited about some of what's here. Let me just go to this one here. I'll show you some of the reporting. Let's see here. So it does the normal open rates, the click rates, the bounce rates, unsubscribe rates, gives you the link to be able to share. You have, you can add in the Google tags, you can add in the Facebook tags. There's a lot that, as you guys know, technology is really moving quickly that you can do in this place. So there's one more thing I wanted to show you, and that is the website builder. So there is a version of this where you can work with WordPress. Some people love WordPress. I've always been, thank you, Yang, if you want to post that publicly. It came to me directly. There you go. With the website. So I had WordPress sites, and at the time you could just migrate them over. They're not doing that piece anymore. You can build within the WordPress, but this is their Cheetah builder, and they have various templates that you can choose from. And they also have a funnel club where they have tons of templates, but you can come in here and you can see that they have full funnels that you can customize, and member sites, and like I said, course, webinar, indoctrination. Like some of this stuff I'm learning, what does this mean? And they even have their own broadcasting system. So like we're using Zoom right now, and why I use Zoom as opposed to this is I like to bring everybody on the panel. So right now, all of you guys are here. Well, they have this set up with the true webinar function, which isn't so engaging. You can bring, I think, up to 6 panelists on there. So you can do panels, you can do stuff. People can interact with the chat. I mean, it is a really, really awesome system. But I use Zoom because I want to hear from you. I want to connect with you in those pieces. So as you can see, there's lots of funnels and moving, and we, Yang, maybe you can put in my Shannon Pro site. We can put in a couple of our sites so that you can see what we're doing. The SMS. So let me tell you where you may have to pay more, right? So the SMS is where you will have to pay more. You do have to pay to send text. So the text can be set up for the calendar booking. It can be set up if they click on something within your website. So there's various pieces, and they have the pricing here. I found that it's very reasonable. And, just that added benefit, so like here it is for somebody in the United States. That's not required, but it's definitely a nice piece to be able to use. So I think I'm going to open this up for questions now and insight. And I would love to have a chance before we do that for you guys to meet all these amazing people that are here. So if you could just say hi, the name of your company, and if there's a quick tagline, and if you don't have a tagline, you want to talk to Erin. Sorry, Erin. We don't want, this, we want to make sure we get into what's here, but if you're using Builderall, maybe share one of your favorite tools that you love quickly. And I'm going to pick with Ceci to start, if Ceci's here. Maybe. Let me put you guys on. No,
I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I am on mute.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. All right. I was in the process to change to my laptop and you caught me off guard, but thank you. I'm Ceci, very quickly, very happy, also excited about Builderall. I know I'm not utilizing all the goodies that you already tap in, so I'm right behind you, excited. My promise, last meeting I came, I said I'm going to have 2 websites. They are out, they are live, not completely, not all the links are there, but I am proud of the work. And I just wanna thank you. I have been thinking, I wanna talk to you about the app to see if my idea, you agree, whenever is my next opportunity to talk.
Perfect. And so
Thank
tell them
you.
the name of your company, and please put your website in the
Sure.
in the link once you get on your.
I will as soon as I can switch to a laptop. My company is Anytime Travel Solutions, and my new brand is Travel 7 Continents.
Yay.
Thank you, Shannon.
Ceci books our summit at sea. She is incredible. She speaks multiple languages. She's traveled the world. If you haven't met Ceci, she's an amazing help.
Thank
All right.
you.
Debbie Lynn, are you okay going next? Or Ceci, why don't you pick who goes next? I kind of like that. But you're muted.
I don't know who's there. I can't see anything on my phone.
Then we'll go Debbie Lynn.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, I was muted. I've been playing with Builderall a little bit here and there. I'm still developing myself, but from what I have seen and what I have worked with in the past, Builderall is the bomb. It has everything included. I'm just blown away, completely blown away by what it offers and the ease of it to find out where to go. They have so many videos on training. You never have to second guess. And then working with Shannon, she'll help also. So it's, you also have Shannon's assistants or her assistants, whichever you need.
You're beautiful. Debbie, tell them your company, please.
Oh, I'm still developing that one. I keep changing it. That's my problem. I need
okay, so
clarity
I'll share with Debbie. Debbie
Okay.
Helps make people incredible connections. She's one of those. I've actually engaged in her to make phone calls. She has this most beautiful voice and connecting with people. She also is into health and wellness. She used to be my green cleaner, and then she got in a car wreck. So we miss her ability to deep clean. So we won't be promoting that, but she's definitely Karen. She's a beautiful light worker and somebody to know.
Thank you, Shannon.
And one of the things, Debbie, before you pick, well, you go ahead and pick the next person, but before you go,
Sure.
I just want to talk about what you're sharing real quick.
What I'm sharing? Let's go to Cheryl.
Cheryl. Okay, Cheryl, you're going to go next, but just 1 minute. One of the commitments that I have to Builderall is I tell everybody, look, they have a YouTube, they have a Facebook, they have regular events that you can come to like this and get support. But I wanted to build community. I just love community. I think that when we come together and we share together, not only do we get to learn about Builderall, but we can help each other with our projects, right? We can help each other with where we're going and what we're doing. So we do our own thing. But I tell people that if we become your sponsor or somebody that's here that introduced you, like Karen Dale would be who introduced you, you would want to use his sponsor link, then you have access to me and my team. Now, what that looks like is if you get stuck, right? Like you've used Facebook, you've used things and you're like, how do I do this? You can reach out to us and our team, we've been using this almost 2 years, will help you. We had one person who said, we call her the queen of quizzes, and she wanted to see, can I use this quiz platform? So our team went and showed her 2 different ways you could actually develop quizzes within the program and gave her demos. So we want you to be successful. We want you to really kick off with a great start. So that's what Debbie's referring to. So thank you, Debbie. Cheryl, I can't wait to meet you.
Likewise, I'm so excited to be here. It's kind of a last minute, but it worked out beautiful. And I'm new to Builderall. Like I've just heard of it in the last few weeks, and just from that brief demo though, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can absolutely see why this can solve so many issues. And I was just thinking about all the different things we have going and how nice it would be to have it all, in one place. We do have a WordPress theme site, so I'll have to kind of figure that out. We've already got that going, but everything else, I'm loving it. So I'm very excited to continue to dig in and discover more about it. I am here. Well, so Aaron and I have a company together called Good and Crazy, which is a lot of good and a little crazy mixed to perfection, we say. And so, but we worked on a project together with Karen, and I've known Karen for years and years and years, and she and I have done many things over the years. So we're like this beautiful trio that comes together and does things. And I'm excited about this for the Marigold Trust, which is what we're here on behalf of with Karen and the beautiful thing that she's unfolding, obviously with the King's Council Trust. So anyway, it's all exciting stuff. And this feels like another beautiful piece that's going to fit in. And I'm really, Karen has been talking about you, Shannon, for like it's like, oh my God, you have to meet Shannon. You have to meet Shannon. Of course, we've seen you on calls briefly, but like she just kept saying, you know, the connection's going to be amazing. And I can see that your energy is beautiful. So I'm very excited to be here and to meet everyone else as well.
Thank you, Cheryl, so much. So who do you want to pick to go next?
I will pick, let's see, who am I going to pick? I'll pick, because he's beside me on my screen, I'll pick Jeff.
Yes. Oh, you guys are going to love Jeff.
Hey, thank you. Good afternoon. This is always difficult for me to make it to this meeting because I have to be out of here like 2 o'clock. I'm a professional magician, and one of the things I do is just part-time. I'm a boat captain at Epcot, and they let me do magic at the dock, so I'm just having a blast. But I have a dinner show, and I do trade shows, and there's so many elements about Builderall that I really want to utilize, and I think I can. But I have to be honest, I'm overwhelmed. You know, I always feel everybody has their strength, and magic's my strength, and how to incorporate magic into sales presentations. I do sales meetings. Unfortunately, there's just so many ways to reach out, and I'm overwhelmed with Builderall. I don't know where to begin. As a matter of fact, the first thing I did was, this is not probably another place, but somebody reached out to me at some point because I just wanted to move my domain over to Builderall, because right now it's hosted at GoDaddy. Oh, when I did that, I lost my emails because the emails was connected to the domain, and when I moved the domain, there was no connection, and I was getting nowhere with it. So I don't know how to move I know how to move the domain. I just don't know how to get the emails over. And I know there's so many things that I can learn on just on the knowledge base. I got that as a source. There's just so many different ways to get to that point that I don't know where to start. And that's just I'm being specific to be general. There's a lot of things that I want to do. When I start doing my dinner show, I want to offer a magic kit to the kids. And then I want to offer a lesson on every little element that's in the kit that the kids can access once they have the kit. So that goes to a lot of the other elements, Shannon, that you were mentioning before, that I'm particularly interested in. As a matter of fact, who was it that has the travel?
Essie Meacham, Anytime Travel Solutions.
Right. So as a matter of fact, there's a convention in town right now.
Is that IPA?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I met a number of people who they're my perfect market, because all these people from all over the world are sending people here, and people come here. They don't want to take out a second mortgage with Universal or Disney, and they're looking for something else to do. They're a great source for them to let them know, well, there's a dinner show they can go that won't be, that'll fit their budget. And how do I get, it's a rhetorical question, but how do I reach out to them? By the way, there was another thing. One of the guys there who I just started talking to, I did a little magic for him. He was really interested. He didn't have his card on him. He had a QR code, and I scanned this QR code, and I had all this information. Like, how do I? And again, I'm sure there's a way to do this. I know there's a way to translate my website or my contact information to a simple QR code.
Yep,
Half the time,
absolutely.
people just don't have time to do anything else.
So, Jeff, who do you want to go next? And then I want to talk about what you just said, just because we have Karen, we have some new people.
Yeah,
here,
no,
but
I
who
appreciate
do you
that,
want
'cause-
to? Who do you want to go next?
I can be wordy. I don't know who's not. I only see.
We have
wait a minute.
Margarita, we have Karen, we have Aaron.
Well, Aaron would be great.
Okay, so Aaron, you're going to go next, but let me just talk this through real quick. So one of the things when you're getting started, there's a few different ways of doing it, but one of the things is you don't need to migrate your domain to start building your website. So I would suggest you go in and you start building your site and get it to where you like it and get it to where it's set up and get it to where the links are there. And then you activate. Now, the emails, a lot of people, and I had to learn this the hard way too, Jeffrey, a long time ago. And that was one of the things I was sharing is like, you have to, remember I was saying you have to send those emails somewhere else to a Gmail, because once you migrate over, you're not going to have access to those emails anymore. At least I have never found a way. So yeah, so you have to, either send them to a Gmail or somehow capture them. So I would build for me, I want to capture names. So I would go to Mailing Boss first and get a list built and a form built, because like I just went to a conference with Dale and I was able to pull up his form on my phone and hand people the form and they could fill it out and they went right into the list. So I think getting a way to capture names is like number one, because we're all here to build our list. We're all here to build community. And I would use Mailing Boss 5.0, not the old one. Okay, because the old one is going to be obsolete. You want to start building everything in that 5.0. There's way more functionality. It is awesome. Then from there, I would, once you've got the website over, Yang is going to be he's looking now, Yang, I don't know if you saw those notes. I asked him, when you sign up for this, if you sponsor somebody, so like Margarita, Ceci was your sponsor, right? So we had to manually add you to our list. And in that list, every week, we send you our tools. Yang has been amazing because I said, Yang, I'm not a technical person. I need pictures, right? Like, give me pictures, give me arrows. He has been amazing at setting up simple things. Now, we'll send you the videos. We send you the stuff that Builderall has because they have great stuff. But Yang has made it so simple that you look at these images, and as long as you can see and follow those instructions, you can follow those. So he's going to get the one to migrate your domain and then to set up the emails. Now, the thing with emails, and one of the individuals on they're like, I'm not getting my emails. You don't get it automatically. You have to set up your emails, have a new email address. So you actually have to go into your phone, and again, this is all in there. You have to go into your phone and you have to put in your new domain. There's codes that you put in to do that. So even if you go into Builderall and you set up your emails, you're not going to get them until you actually integrate them. Now you can get them on webmail, like you can check them on webmail and you can get them right away. They are coming in, but they will not go to your phone. They will not go to your Outlook. They will not go to those specific things unless you manually go in and put those forms. So Yang, take your time. I know they're there, but he's going to be giving you those first through emails. So the minute you sign up, or Ceci, Debbie, Jeffrey, I mean, anybody that's here, the reason I talk about the sponsorship is you can get Builderall paid for. They pay a small percentage. And so if you sponsor somebody, please give me their email so that we can share these tools with them. Please invite them to these First Monday calls so that they can get this, the community piece that they need. And Jeff, please go to my calendar, speakwithshannon.com, and let's set up some time. And I would be happy to walk through more with you. But hopefully that helps you guys just to see that those first pieces, like how do I capture names, build the website. And in Builderall, in their Facebook group, they have a ton of people there that if you say, hey, I need help with my website, they'll help you build a website. And they're from all over the world. I found recently on Fiverr, there's a lot of people that are starting to pop up on Builderall on Fiverr. I was really amazed of what's there. And then they have their own certified people. Let me show you that real quick and how to find it. When you get in here, as far as the help, so here's the support, here's the tickets, here's the knowledge base, here's their certified partners that you can choose from, and they're from all over the globe. Now, obviously, you'll be paying for a certified partner, but these are individuals that work with the program. Now, I do have to tell you, I know a couple of the certified partners, and there is no way, unless you're like Shelly who teaches on it, or one of the owners, to know everything. So you do want to be specific with their skill set in whatever you're doing, because it's just such a vast program that it's really hard to know everything about it, if that makes sense. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you, Jeffrey. And he came to one of my events and he did magic, and it just added this sparkle to the event that was so, it was really, really beautiful. Did you say Sharon was next? Whoever's next, sorry.
I thought he said Aaron, but maybe
Aaron. Oh, yes, it is Aaron. Sorry, Aaron.
But
Sharon.
Aaron rhymes with Sharon
I
and
know, that's
Karen. So, whatever. And since I've already talked, and you guys all know about me already because Cheryl talked about me also. So I'm brand new to Builderall. Hadn't heard of it before 3 or 4 days ago. Did a little scouting on it. And then your presentation, Shannon, I'm like Cheryl. I'm like, ooh, because it's so disruptive to go to so many different platforms and try to make sure that they all play in the sandbox together and that you're not missing something and something falls through the gap. And because you didn't go to a certain place and something wasn't hooked up properly. Or when we're dealing with our clients, it's the same way, making sure that they are enabled to be successful, right? Like set them up to succeed instead of, okay, well, you got to go here and then 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 you got to double check and then all the places. So I'm super excited about that this is an all-in-one, one place, one hub. Everything's in there. There's trainings, there's support videos. I'm super excited that everybody that spoke so far already said that there's, support, help and videos and pictures. Thank you, Young. Pictures. I'm a picture girl. So, but yeah, I am partnered with Cheryl. We are the owners of Good and Crazy, bringing I say it's a lot of crazy and a little good into the world, but Cheryl says it's the opposite way. But yes, we do bring good and crazy into the world, and we like to light things up in a little bit different way. We are partnered with Karen, with Marigold Trust and through King's Council. So there's a lot of really good, amazing things that go on here with this little trifecta of strong, amazing women here. And Shannon, I can't wait to hook up with you. Anyways, okay. Anyways, next person to talk, or did you want something else from me?
No, go ahead and pick who to talk. And I want to remind people, please put your information in the chat because we do, we want you guys to network too.
Yeah, Margarita, because you're so cute with your hat, and I want to be cute with a hat.
Thank you. I'm not feeling great, so if I sound funny, sorry. I'm just recovering. But hi, I'm Margie Ruiz, Margarita, but I go by Margie. And Sassy shared Builderall with me, and I was like, there's no way I can add more technology because I paid someone a bunch of money to create all my funnels and everything, and they were beautiful, but I had no idea how to use them. And I was paying for ClickFunnels and Kajabi and all these things for all this time, and I wasn't using it. And I was trying to relaunch, and I thought, maybe I should look back at Builderall again because this is a lot of money that I'm throwing away every month. So far, so good. Poor Shannon, I'm driving you crazy, but I'm trying to get everything moved over before they charge me again on the 8th. So we got the email sent over, we got the funnels, anyway, so I think I'm on track to get everything over, but I'm excited to dig into some of the stuff. I mean, having an app is huge right now, and it's kind of new for coaching. I think it's getting very popular, so I'm really interested in looking into that. Did you say you do have forms?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a survey thing. And then there's a form that comes with the mailing boss. So they've got a really cool survey tool. You guys know that surveys are great ways to qualify people.
Where do I go for that?
Let me show you. It's called Surveys. I just wanted to also show you guys this real quick. It does have a CRM. I didn't mention that. And that's really important for customer management. I'm really amazed at how often I'll find people on my list and I'm like, where did this person come from? And we're not using this to the max. We're definitely learning every day on what's going on. But you can, have it rate, and there's just a lot of pieces in here to be able to see what's going on and making notes and doing further further action steps. So they do have a CRM. So with the surveys, so the forms for Mailing Boss does that, but then they also have survey. And we actually just used this at our last Media Magic Young. I don't think I'm spelling this right, am I? Let me go up here. Our last, what is it? Oh, quiz. They call it a quiz. Sorry. we had our 7th Media Magic Sales and Marketing Intensive, and we gave out an award. It was a legacy award. And so we built one. And yes. Yeah. So Young, I wonder which one is the best one to show them.
And these have links?
They have links, and you do integrate them into your website. So let me see if I can see here. Yeah, and again, it has questions, closing, email configuration, style. This has not been integrated into our website, but it does give you that particular link, and you can put images, you can fill out the forms. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do there with it.
So this replaces Typeform.
Yes. And then the data, like Young, I just want to thank you, Young, for being here. He's really the master. And Margarita, you've made me feel a little more like a pro interacting with you. So no problem with all of your questions. Where is the one that we
Nothing
did?
like
Young?
a deadline, nothing like a deadline of being charged money that gets you moving.
Yeah. Young, which one did we do with the, I want people to be able to see the results. With all of the speakers.
Award?
The award, yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
embedded
right
it
here.
on our,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the results. So you can see who gave the results. This one looks a little different. You can see direct responses. So there's some neat stuff that you can do here.
I voted. I like that.
Wasn't that cool? Yeah. Okay. Erin, or Margarita, anything else that you wanted to share, or and who goes next?
Well, real quick, can you, do you want to ask questions or no?
No, go ahead. If you have another question, let's.
I have a couple questions. Can you go over the difference between the funnel club and the regular funnels?
I don't feel qualified to do that.
Okay.
I'm learning right now, but let me tell you what I do know. Okay. So Jessica Brace just signed up, and I said, you know what, my understanding from Funnel Club is that a lot of it is built towards some of the Builderall resell and stuff. And when she got in there, I said, you can upgrade it anytime. It's $200. If you have the $200, they give you a month free of Builderall. I would do it in the beginning. I would not. I'm now telling people, if you can do it because you do get more funnels. And even though they may be for Builderall, we take a lot of Builderall's funnels. So let me show you their affiliate stuff. We've actually used some of their web pages for our own stuff. Well, she went to upgrade later because she's like, well, now that I've been in here, I want more of the funnels. And they don't give her the 30 days for free. So they have a ton of websites. Their affiliate program is massive, and you have access to any of these, and you can edit them and make them your own. We've done that with a number of the websites that they've done. We like the layout, we like the color, we like what they're doing. And so we've used them for our own. If you can do the Funnel Club, great. If not, then you can upgrade. But I do know that there's a lot there that you'll be able to use.
Okay, two more questions. Sorry, one real quick. Is there a way to alphabetize the names within a list?
Yang, do you know which list are you talking about with mailing boss?
Mailing email list.
Let me go into the mailing
Because
list.
if I'm trying to double check names, like they're in the order that were put in. They're
Well,
not
you can export it and then check it in Excel.
Okay. Well, is there a way to? Because normally you just click on like the top of the name and it would.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Yang. Do you know about that? I do believe that they come in by date. I'm pulling up the subscribers right now.
It depends on your setup, whether you sort it by date or the subscription date, or by name or by email. So it's in your form.
It's in the setup of the form. Okay. Okay.
Setup of the list?
Set up by the list, Yang?
No, it's within the form. Yeah, it's within your list, and within your list, there's a form there that you can arrange your form accordingly if ever you want to make it like the first one is the email, the second one is the name.
Can you show where you do that?
So I think what she's saying, Yang, is let me just show you real quick.
Can you go to the fields?
Yeah, let me just pick one where there's more people. So we'll go to Media Magic here. So I think what she's asking, is there a way from here to be able to put all of these in alphabetical order?
It depends on the subscription or how you upload, and because you can arrange it before you upload it on your list.
Okay,
If you
so
want to arrange by name.
she needs to have it set up by name. And so on ours, we have it set up by date, correct?
Yeah, by date. And on that particular on by date, you can set up that on the fields tab that you have. If
Right
you
here.
go
Okay. Yep.
that.
Okay. So fields tab, first name, required, sort. Okay. So this is what you're referring to with the sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
I can make that number
I
one
think-
then?
I'm sorry.
I would make that number one then instead of email, or?
Yeah, it's up to you what's the arrangement of your form would look like.
But
Okay.
how do
But
I-
when the form, when it migrates in, it would sort them by their name in order.
For that sorting of name, there's no option for that for now.
Okay.
But with regards to the organization of the form, that is where you go in.
Okay.
But if you're talking about if you want to sort the subscriber's name alphabetically, you need to extract it first or put it in an Excel, arrange it, and upload it again on your list.
And how
Okay.
do
For
you do
now,
that?
that's the option.
How do
the
you
ex-
export it?
Extract is right here. So see how it says export?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and one more question, sorry. You mentioned earlier about not paying for WordPress and all that. And my GoDaddy is about to renew, so I'm trying to figure out what I need and what I don't. Because we moved my websites over. So I'm this basic managed WordPress, I don't need that anymore, correct?
Basic managed WordPress. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Well, because I moved my websites over to you, right?
Yeah.
To Builderall. So, well, I guess maybe I need to call GoDaddy. I still have to pay GoDaddy for my domain names, right? That I still have to pay them, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll call GoDaddy and see
Yeah.
what all we need to pay for or not. Okay.
Just quickly, just in case, I'm sorry to interrupt. I did transfer some of my websites, but be careful because some WordPress are paid, some are legacy. So don't make a move unless you really are sure that the format. If you're gonna use templates, all the way. But if you really want WordPress, just check it all because I miss one of my websites that I don't have access to WordPress because I would have to pay.
Well, I didn't have a website. I just had the thing to set it up, which never got set up. So
Yeah.
Okay, so you already were paying domain. Okay, never mind.
And
it's
just
like
so
$100
you,
and something is about to renew. So I wanted to make sure to cancel, but I'll just call GoDaddy.
yeah,
Just
well,
make
no,
sure.
let me tell you what, the only thing that I pay for on GoDaddy is the domain name. Everything on Builderall includes the SSL, the emails, the
I don't need to pay
hosting.
for the email either.
No, but you need to migrate it over. So remember what we told Jeff in the beginning.
Well, I
it's
did
not gonna-
that. I mean, you told me that the other day, so I have it on my phone and my computer now.
Yeah, so you don't have to pay for their emails. Builderall hosts all of the emails.
So now that I'm set up and they're coming in here, I can quit paying for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for telling me that. I didn't.
yeah,
even think that
yeah.
was
You
a-
should not be paying for anything in Builderall except for the domain name.
You mean okay.
Yeah, GoDaddy, I mean.
Okay, so I can cancel all that.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, awesome.
All right, can I pick Karen next?
Yeah.
Okay. Karen.
All right, I'm trying to get off mute. I was sitting outside and the rain came, so I had to move. Yeah, Shannon, this is so incredible that you know Erin. So Erin and Cheryl are the most capable women I've ever met in my life. Cheryl runs circles around me and Erin and everybody, and I'm just like, this is so cool because you want to be with people that know more than you do. And then when I met you, I said, oh my God, you're like Erin and Cheryl. So and you already know each other, so no surprise at all. So this is also beautiful. So as we go into the world and we restructure so many things and we build community with like-minded people, I think it's just so important to use better tools and better communication. And these guys are the experts in that with global teams. And I'm just so happy to have this kind of support because I know enough to be dangerous in this area. But it's so nice to cut through it. Like, let's cut through all the confusion and have some clarity. So really, that's what Marigold Network is. Marigold Network is a network of people, products, places, practitioners, and just doing things better. Better technology, better finance, better education, better healthcare, just doing things better. So Builderall seems better to me. So I want to start using Builderall with the Marigold Network. So really excited and appreciate that you have so much support, and it feels right. I do most things with a gut check, and then I ask these guys, is that right? You know, is what I'm feeling right? And so I really appreciate them being able to jump on at short notice and agree that this sounds really wonderful as we launch the Marigold Network. So thank you for all your support and your invitation and community here. And it's nice to see faces of people that I've talked to on the phone before too, like Cassie and everybody. So nice to meet you.
Oh, yay, Karen. Thank you so much for all you're doing. You're up to some big stuff. You guys want to definitely follow.
We have a call at 2 with some stuff.
Yay. And I was going to add, Karen, for you. So I didn't talk about the affiliate piece, but they pay you 20% on everybody that you get involved. And then they pay 20% on everything that they get involved. So it's not an MLM, it's only a 2-tier system. And so part of why I do this is I want all you guys to get yours paid for, right? Like introduce them to me. I'll do one-on-ones. I'll showcase what's there, you know, and I'll give them your link. Like I want each and every one of you here, if you're using it, like let's make it to where you don't have to pay for it, right? And so that's their affiliate program is really powerful if you're helping other people with technology too.
Perfect. I've been doing networking for 23 years, so I'm all about affiliate stuff. Thank you. I didn't realize that. Thank you.
Yeah. Who would you like to go next, Karen? It looks like David, who has not went yet.
I'm attracted to this little baby in the corner because I have a 2-week-old grandson that looks like that. So who is this? There's no name, but there's a beautiful woman with a little baby in the corner for me.
And I'm not seeing
on mute, and it says
Dr. Nadia.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Beautiful.
Builderall was the only thing I could figure out how to do anything with. And I'm grateful to be part of this family. Grateful to be with you guys again. What do? I do my best to do as little as possible. Help you do the same. Miracle Network stuff. The chi is sort of a code word for Holy Spirit or God or whatever you want to call that energy that doesn't care what denomination you are or color or whatever. So how do we help anchor that in and make it safe enough for you to connect to it? And then magic happens. Yeah. So anyway, very grateful to be here. Oh, and then the baby's a miracle too, actually, from all this stuff. So yeah, if I can be here for any of you, I'm Shannon. I've known Shannon. I think I have I still have hair more close to your color, Shannon. Not at least not totally gray and white, but I think we've known each other a long, long time. It's been
decades, I think. Yeah. She's
honor.
the one, she had a holistic medical practice in Spokane, Washington. And I was seeing her before my home birth, and I went in to see her after the home birth. And I remember going into the doctor's office and she's like, okay, let's pray. And I'm going, I've never seen a doctor like this before. And then I was supposed to move to Florida, and she actually wrote on a prescription pad that I needed to go to a fire walk. And I'm like, okay, this she's like, you don't have to walk, but you have to change. I'm like, but I'm leaving. She goes, you have to change your plans. And I'm so glad that I followed the doctor's orders.
We've got the rebar still, Shannon, from that. Yeah, Shannon, we have a horseshoe rebar, like throat to throat, that basically the love melted. I mean, it's our scripts were really not normal. We ordered a judge to go fishing. We've ordered couples to this, like I think a Jehovah's Witness elder to make love, or wait, excuse me. So, and and the chi works for business too. And I don't mean this to be a sale. If I can be of support in your people, I'm grateful to you and love the community you build, and be an honor. So.
Thank you. Well, make sure you put your Builderall website or any websites that you're using in there. I want to make sure everybody connects.
TikTok's what I'm doing for fun now. So.
You're doing well on TikTok. Yes, you are.
I do well when I do it, and then stuff happens. I mean, it's like I'm not sure where people are in this call, but I think I mentioned the word docs one time
Yep.
and got shut down immediately. But before they shut me down, they went, "You're in the top 98%, and we are shutting you down." So there. Anyway,
There's some serious censorship going on. Well,
okay.
thank you, Nadia, for being here. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I just, couple things that we're up to. If you have not been to shannonprocise.com/events, that's our calendar of events. Every month we do a free webinar. Last month we did one on building community, and there's a lot going on. We're actually getting ready to do our Rockstar Wisdom Retreat, which is a 3-day, 12-person event here on the ocean. I have a process where we help you get absolute clarity on your next step. And I say that with certainty and confidence, and also get really clear on distractions and how to cut them out of the way. We start off right from the front with that. Before you get to the retreat, I do a 1-hour session with you. We do when you get here, it's like what we do in our business and in our marketing is so unique, right? So I'm not one to fit you into a box. And so we get really clear on what it is that you're working on. So that when you show up here, because we are doing a media magic marketing blueprint, we come up with we like to at least do 120 days. Sometimes people do 6 months, sometimes people do 12 months. But in this time period, you're going to be working with that. And we bring in some of our remarkable Business Acceleration Network mentors. You get to enjoy the beach, you get to enjoy the pool. We've got a couple of catered lunches. So thank you, Yang. Oh my gosh, posted all that in there right away. Would love to have you come. We have 10 spots left, and it's a really special opportunity. And then we have our 8th Media Magic Sales and Marketing Intensive. If you go to Media Magic Bootcamp, I have to say, I just looked at it today and we need to make some adjustments, but the date is November 10th and 11th. And that's where we teach you how to put together a press kit. And we don't only teach you, we actually work with you on developing your expert power bio. We help you develop a press release, and we bring in the media so that you can pitch to them and connect with them. So those are some of the things we're up to. And we're here next month again. And so, again, if you have anything ahead of time that you want to connect about, you can go to speakwithshannon.com. And Margarita, you have another question?
All right, really quick. You mentioned at the beginning that Mailing Boss 5.0 came out today, and the other one's going to go away. Are those emails in there going to migrate, or are we going to have
No,
to do
Mailing Boss 5.0 has been out for a while.
Oh, I thought they did a big announcement today. I got an email.
No, today today they did a big announcement, just that they're ready to take it out of beta. So it's been in beta.
So we've been creating on the other ones, and do we have to physically do something, or?
Yeah, I instructed your VA to make sure she put them in the other one first. So yeah, I would get them. I would probably reach out to Builderall and see that piece. But yeah, anything you guys do from here forward, you want to do it in that Mailing Boss 5.0. It's just way better. There's workflows. There's a lot there.
And to learn more about the CRM, where would I go?
Go into the CRM. Thank you, Karen, so much. And Margarita, I'm happy to stay as long as you need.
Okay. Sorry,
yes.
I'm driving you crazy, but I'm
no,
using it.
No, because this is on a recording, and Ceci gets to learn, and Jeff gets to learn, and Nadia gets to learn. So that's why I don't know if you saw it in the chat. Like, I appreciate your questions. That's why we're here, because
do we let go of MailChimp and all that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, all of it. Yep.
Okay.
So with the CRM, when you go in and you click on CRM, next to it, there's the Knowledge Center. And so the Knowledge Center will lead you there. And then I would also go into the Facebook group and just type in not Facebook group, the YouTube channel, and type in the CRM.
Okay. Let me ask you real quick before I research a lot. Like, I used to use Trello for my.
Young just put the video in the chat too.
I'm just kind of clicking them all open. I look at them after we get off. I used to use Trello to kind of move people over as I worked with them.
This is Jackie.
Do they have something like that?
In the session, I'm going to
so as far as project management, the CRM does have
this thing is in the background. Let me turn it off.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So as far as the CRM, it does have where you can create some flow, and I do know there's workflow. I do not see anything in there yet like Trello. I personally use Monday for my project management piece, but I know in the CRM, we are not using it to its capacity, to its fullest, to, you know what I mean? Like there's so much there, Margarita, that we're still learning every single month.
Because
So
I just joined ClickUps as well, and I actually paid someone to set it up for me, and I was going to do CRM there, but now that everything's moving over to Builderall, like I want to make sure that before I get started.
yeah, there's a ton that's there in Builderall, but because I use Monday for the team collaboration, and I know that when they did this last launch in Builderall, they did say that this next year they are focused on the community piece, that piece, which to me is like teams and connecting. I don't, as right now, I don't see that there. But in the CRM, there are a place where you can do next steps. It does connect to your flow chart. Let me just show you that really quick. And Ceci, you have a quick question while I'm pulling this up?
Yes, I have a quick question. I gotta go too. Shannon, I'm in my account and I'm looking at my mailing boss, but I don't see 5.0 anywhere. So I don't know exactly where are my lists.
So if you go under apps,
yes,
and then it's right at the very top and it says new.
Okay, but when I go to my account, it goes, I have all the icons, right? Hold on.
Well, just to go in it a different way.
So I cannot go in tools.
Well, you can, it's there, but I'm not sure why it's not pulling up.
It doesn't say it's 5.0. That's what I'm concerned now, because
you have it. So can you see what I did here? So you see how look at the screen, see how at the top it has apps?
Yes, I see that it says mailing boss 5.0, but that's not when I go to my mailing boss in my tools, where I created all my lists, it doesn't say 5.0 anyway.
Yeah, you're probably not using it yet. And so I would just start using it from there to pull that over.
Who do we ask about? Because it seems like they would just migrate it over. I mean, that's a lot of work. I mean, I don't have as many emails as other people, but
I don't know the announcement today on how it is. So if you look here, it says mailing boss officially arrived, mailing boss view more, dedicated tools.
I would not even think about any of this. Jeez. Okay. I'll maybe now see if he's on top.
If you guys aren't looking at these updates, there's some really cool stuff, like this whole digital plan. I mean, they're constantly giving us things to be better business owners.
I don't know what I'm doing with you. I can't see it.
So my understanding, Margarita, is that there will, I didn't hear this from them, but that there will be ways to help migrate over. But it's an export and an import.
So the list and everything has to move over.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, I was real clear with your assistant. I thought I told you too. You don't want to use you don't want to use mailing boss. You want to use 5.0.
Yeah, for some reason we didn't get that because it said beta. So we just assumed that it was like.
Oh yeah, no, because they've been working on it, and we knew it was coming live here real soon.
And I hear you saying that so many times. I can't believe I didn't click it. Mine either wasn't there. I'm gonna call my VA now. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I was on my phone bye, Ceci. I was on my phone and I couldn't see the fees, but you're saying for the texting, you guys are charging, right? Because I'm on Project Broadcast, but if you're charging, there's no point going through the trouble of moving it over.
I would use this because it's all connected.
Connected? Oh, you mean like the CRM? It could be connected to CRM? I mean,
oh, the booking calendar, the webs, everything. Like you can
show it to me. Can you show me? Sorry, do you have time? I don't want to keep you, but
Hold on, let me just make sure.
And I'm kind of in a place where, like I said, I paid someone a lot of money to do all this for me, and I'm all over the place. I mean, I sat down with my assistant, just wrote down all the freaking apps. I mean, between MailChimp, MailChimp was my old one, but then I had Kajabi and ClickFunnels and Typeform and Project Broadcast and Zapier, whatever it's called. I mean, it's like so many apps and websites and.
Yeah. So I am showing, I have like 3 minutes. I've got to prepare for an interview. So what was this question again?
The texting you were going to tell me?
The SMS. So if you go under SMS messaging, enter here, it can tie, I mean, it's a major piece of the workflow. So let me show you the workflow. So if people click on things, you can send SMS. If they book appointments, like we have, if you were to book an appointment for a PR interview, we'd send you it a week in advance, a day in advance, and an hour in advance. And
It's all in one place. So
connected.
so I could put it to click from my emails and it would take them through texting. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty, yeah.
And you can do drip campaigns and all that in there.
Yep. Yep.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
I have a lot of work to do, and I'm almost like, I don't know if you know that I was trying to have an event in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go with it because if even if I don't have any local people show up, like I want to record it and sell it as a course. So I'm gonna go with it, but it's almost like, where do I spend my time? Do I spend my time the next 2 weeks really getting organized and just use that as or should I try to get people in there? I don't know. There's just almost so much time in a day, right?
There is. Yeah. Yeah. So just, you got to feel into that and what you feel is best for you. Cause there's a time to pause and build, right? Like I'm taking the month of July and I'm basically like, if you're not a client, a paying client, I'm in building mode, because to do events and to do certain things and not have systems in place, it just is more work, right?
I know, it's just that I had systems, right?
Yeah.
But then,
Well, this is going to pay off. This building piece, as you know, Margarita, you don't build Rome in a day.
No, you don't. I've been doing it for years, and I just got to get clear. And it's funny to clear. I mean, I can't spend any more money right now because I'm in a very expensive coaching program right now, which I kind of regret, but it is what it is. It's one of those things. You should never regret investing in yourself, right? But what my power thing is to speak. I want to speak. I want to be on podcasts. I want to inspire people, and I want to coach. But really, I want to speak. And so I'm trying to figure out where, because I mean, I'm on TikTok and I'm on Instagram, and it's just overwhelming, really.
So Margarita, I know you're doing another expensive program. You may want to consider joining our collaborators. It's only $27 a month. And we get together, we mastermind, you're in a hot seat. It's really, really remarkable. We used to charge way more than that, but I'm just building community right now. I just wanted to show you this workflow so you can see that once somebody joins as a collaborator, we tag them as a collaborator, they get to join this workflow, they get an instant message right away. And so this allows you to connect. Then they get sent an email campaign. So the SMS is really a key part of that connection, because as you know, emails suck sometimes. They don't get through. They yeah.
No, and I just, they kept saying email this, and I actually just started emailing for my event, and then now they're saying it's not. It's like, changes so quickly, everything. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we're still using Mailing Boss ourselves for our stuff. So we still have our general list in there, our old stuff, but we're moving over. And the CRM is connected to the Mailing Boss 5.0. So,
and with CRM, I'm assuming you can tag people. I just want to have a place, like, for example, I'm an old marketer, right? So I want to have all my customers in one place, and I want to have and then the CRM creates lists also, or is that completely separate?
No, the list you create in the Mailing Boss.
Okay. Oh Lord, is a lot. Okay, so that collaboration thing, what all?
Young, I know you're still here, and I really appreciate it. Do you mind sending her that? Do you have that link handy for our Business Acceleration Club? Let me just see.
Hold on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so we meet the second Wednesday of every month. So we're actually meeting this Wednesday,
what time?
3:30, and it's 3:30 to 5:30. I'm sorry, 3:30 to 5. It's an hour and a half. Sometimes it's just you and me, believe it or not. I mean, we've been since our last event, we've taken on a lot of new members, but sometimes it's a few people. But what's really great is you're not only picking my brain. If you want to come talk about Builderall, you want to talk about, how do I increase sales? How do I get free press? And then everybody, you get put in what we call our collaboration hot seat. You share what you're working on, and then we all pour into you and help you.
Yeah, that sounds like is these all local people, or you have people from everywhere?
All over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Shannon, and so maybe I will join that. I mean, for $27 a month, because I'm kind of at a crossroads here, and I really got to do some soul searching because I have worked so hard the last few years. I mean, I have a huge following. I'm not monetizing. I feel like I've spent all this money, which is fine. You have to do that when you're building a business, right? My husband's a doctor. When we build our practices, I spend a lot of money in computers and tables and everything, but I need to figure out where I'm going.
Yep.
And quit wasting time. So, and actually, my other classes from 1 to 3,
Hold on
so
a second,
3:30 to
sweetie.
5.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I know you gotta go, but
Yeah, so
you go.
once you sign up, you'll get that'll be connected, and so we'll send you the link to be able to get to join us, and would love to have you go. And I know, like you just talked about, clarity, direction, all of that stuff, that wisdom retreat in August may be something to look at too. I know you've got a lot going on, but I have this process that we do, that we spend the whole first morning, and it is a game changer. Like you get absolute clarity on what your next step is and what are distractions, and it brings in the personal element too. You know, for me, I got to see where some of my priorities were out of line. Does that make sense? And
that makes total sense. And I've noticed that. I mean, when I started building my business, I know you got to go. I don't want to keep you.
We'll talk again. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Big
Appreciate
hugs.
it. Bye. Thanks for all your help.
Yeah. Thank you.